I was the target of corrupt politicians for 4 years, and then 4 years after that. So don't talk to me about targeting. If the election weren't rigged, it was a rigged election. The 2020 election was rigged, and we got out of it, and you see what happened. But we didn't have wars, we didn't have inflation, we had a strong border, we had everything going good. No, this was a grossly incompetent administration. The only thing they were good at was cheating in elections and the weaponization of government. Trump was right about everything. Do you have one of those Trump was right about everything hats? I'm going to give it to this gentleman. Give me all of them. Look. See that? Trump was right about everything. Just came in. Somebody sent it. I said, this was sent in by a fan. You want one?
I'll pass.
Are you allowed to take one? Because he's sort of a stiff. Yeah, Brian, you're not a stiff. He's sort of a stiff guy. You know? He'll take other things, but not a free hat.
Always say yes to the president. Always say yes to the president.
Would anybody like one? Who would like this pen? Biden was throwing money around like it's cotton candy. It's an incredible thing. I mean, this is the group that is the first to hear it. Nobody's heard about it. Nobody ever thought about it. We're going to be selling a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million. It's going to be a route to citizenship. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying these cards. We give them away. Why should we give them away? We shouldn't give them away. It may be earmarked for deficit, but it actually could be more money than that. I mean, if you did 10 million, it would be, you'd have $15 trillion left over. Somebody said, can we call it the Trump gold card? I said, if it helps, use the name Trump. I'll give it to you for free. And essentially, people of wealth or people of great talent, the people will be vetted very carefully. A lot of people are going to want to be in this country. And they'll be able to work and provide jobs and build companies and pay taxes. All of those things. It's an incredible, especially on the battlefield, thousands.
At the outset of your administration, sir, you committed to ending the weaponization of government and to holding those accountable who participated in the weaponization of government.
Hold it. This is a good one. Is everybody listening? Deranged Jack Smith. We're going to call it the Deranged Jack Smith signing or bill. Go ahead.
Unprecedented assault. The seat of America.
Do you plan to maintain the number of U.S. troops?
Wait, I just want to savor this one, please. Who would like this pen? Hey, why don't you send it to Jack Smith? A deranged person. The weaponization of our system by law firms, even pro bono work they're doing just in order to clog up government, stop government. And nobody knows about it more than me. And hopefully that'll never happen again.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who were targeting an individual firm or individuals who, aren't Jack Smith for his actions?
I was the target of corrupt politicians for 4 years, and then 4 years after that. So don't talk to me about targeting. Yeah. And I made it the official policy of the United States government that there.
Is it true that President Zelensky's coming on Friday to meet with you, and is the general deal sorted out?
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that he's coming on Friday. Certainly, it's okay with me if he'd like to, and he would like to sign it together with me, and I understand that's a big deal, very big deal. And I think the American people, even if you look at polling, they're very happy because, Biden was throwing money around like it's cotton candy. And it's a very big deal. It could be $1 trillion deal, it could be whatever, but it's rare earths and other things. And we just gave them, whether it's 300 or 350 billion, nobody really knows. They can't even tell me the answer to that, but it means probably more than that. But the American taxpayer now is going to get their money back plus.
With Ukraine and this mineral deal, what does Ukraine get in return, Mr. President?
$350 billion and lots of equipment, and military equipment, and the right to fight on. In fact, I was the one that gave the javelins. You remember the famous javelins? That was me. That wasn't Obama. It wasn't Biden. It wasn't anybody else. It was me. And they wiped out a lot of tanks with those javelins. And the expression was that Obama gave sheets and I gave the javelins.
That's sustained going forward for Ukraine. And how long is it sustained?
Well, it could go forward for a while. And maybe until we have a deal with Russia. Look, we need to have a deal with Russia. Otherwise, it's going to continue. I think it's going to be settled quickly. I spoke with President Putin. I think he wants to settle it.
Mr. President, when you spoke to Vladimir Putin, did he raise or did you discuss at all the possibility of a minerals deal on the Ukrainian land that Russia now controls?
I didn't discuss Russia. No. I'd like to buy minerals on Russian land too, if we can. The rare earth. They have very good rare earth also. They both do. It's great for Russia too, because we can do deals there. They have very valuable land that isn't utilized. So something like that could take place, yeah.